before you search. There is more than one way to approach most legal research problems. Before you search, think about what you need to find and where that information is likely to be. It is important to choose the research platform that contains materials of the type and subject matter that will likely provide you with the information you seek. Many primary legal materials are available on free websites, as well as on subscription databases, but many secondary sources are protected by copyright and may only be available on one publisher's platform. For example, Environmental Law by William H. Rogers is on Westlaw, while the Treatise on Environmental Law by Frank P. Grad is on LexisNexis. Additionally, some databases have date-limited content. The Bloomberg BNA International Environment Reporter electronically has content back to February 7, 1996, which is volume 19, issue number 3. So almost 20 years of articles are not available electronically and are only available in print. On some systems, you can run a global search without choosing which content to search, but a global search may not reach all of the available content on the platform. For example, a global search from the Westlaw main page searches the content listed in the first 2 columns, but not the types of material in the 3rd column, which includes dockets, news, legislative history, international materials, and possibly other information that may be what you're looking for. The Boston College Catalog, available from the Law Library homepage, defaults to searching across books and articles, but you can choose to search just books, or just articles, or to search through our collection of research guides before you search. Once you've decided what to look for and where to look for it, you may also have options about how to search for it. Lexis, Westlaw, and Bloomberg Law offer more than one type of search engine, letting the researcher choose whether or not to use Boolean searching, often called terms and connectors searching. Some systems like Wolters Kluwer's Cheetah only support Boolean searching. Other videos will help you learn to craft better Boolean searches more efficiently, and there's a separate video that explains how natural language search engines operate. Sometimes you can get better results by running a more precise search on the front end. A catalog search for any items that contain the terms Harvard Law Review anywhere in the record retrieved 757 records. Requiring the words Harvard Law Review to be an exact phrase brought the results down to 178, and requiring that exact phrase to be in the title brought it down to 41. Some types of limitations, like restricting your search in the catalog to journals, are just as easily made as a refinement after the search as through a pre-search selection. But some systems will provide you with more search options if you make restrictions up front. Once you become a power searcher, you will make more use of advanced search features. In Lexis, Westlaw, and Bloomberg Law, selecting a particular type of document to search gives you a greater choice of document fields or segments to use in constructing your searches. Notice the fields available to you in a Lexis case search include things like court and disposition, and how they're different from those in a Lexis code search, which includes fields like history, heading, or unannotated. Sometimes the best way to search isn't to search at all, but to browse. This is an excerpt of the table of contents of Title 16 of the U.S. Code, Conservation, from the website of the Office of the Law Revision Council, the people who actually create the U.S. Code. Their website has a search engine, but sometimes it is just easier to find the sections you need by scanning the table of contents. Many online treatises also have browsable and searchable tables of contents that may help you find what you were looking for faster and more efficiently than a search. Other times, it might make more sense to browse an index than to run a word search. This is the USCA Browsable Index on Westlaw. You can search it as well as browse it. Often indexes provide superior access to information because indexes involve the intercession of human intelligence to help the researcher. Once you've decided what to look for, where to look for it, and how to look for it, you can start to think of words to look up in an index or to use in a full-text search. Start broadly with key concepts and terms, cast a wide net to see what you retrieve, and then begin to eliminate documents that are outside of your scope. Not every search engine treats search words the same. Especially when you are using a system you aren't familiar with, it can be very helpful to check the system help screens to see how that system actually processes the words you put in. For example, Lexis and Westlaw automatically look for plurals, while Bloomberg Law requires the use of a wildcard character to retrieve plurals. Also, Bloomberg uses different wildcard characters in its legal and news searches. And even though the relevancy ranking search engines on Lexis and Westlaw do a very good job ordering results, don't expect them to be calibrated to the specific research task you are doing at the moment. Be sure to look at a number of your search results, not just the top hits, and look at them critically. You may find it useful to reorder results if the search engine provides that capability. In class exercises, we will sometimes have you locate a particular known document to help you learn about how a search engine operates. But in real research, don't expect to find a single case that exactly matches your fact pattern or a secondary source that will teach you all you need to know about a particular subject. Analyze your issues and look for sources that fit with one or more aspect of the particulars of your situation. The key is to think critically about your problem, choose appropriate resources to research the issue, and then be a critical consumer of whatever sources you choose to use. The best tactic is often to combine a variety of methods with a variety of resources to minimize the chance that you will miss something important and maximize your search results. After all, it isn't called OneSearch, it's called research.